a nice kingy. Bring her in. Woohoo! Look at that. Woo! Nice.
Yay! Oh, legend!
Everybody, kia ora and welcome back to another video. Brothers over here having a swim. Lovely afternoon. Tide's just starting to go out. There's a few guys up here fishing with their surf casters and some bait. I'm just singing and bringing in a whole lot of weed on their lines, their rods like that. And you know there's something on the end of their rod and it's probably big clumps of weed. And I just saw some guy just bring in his rod and it's just full of weed. So there's a few guys surf casting there today. I've got my soft bait rod here, my Okuma. We are sporting the orange and green Reaper, the 25 grams. I can't quite read that little Reaper there. I was going to do a video for you guys today on my hand line. I've had a few people asking me about my hand line. I did a video on a fishing video about it, but people didn't see that part where I did this video on my hand line, so I will do here a separate video of my hand line so you guys can see it. Hand line to catch kingfish. It's a very good hand line to catch kingfish. So I'm just going to go over it with you, what I have here and my setup. Right, take the balloon off. I've had this here now for 15 years. I used to work at Place Makers in Whakatane and I had an idea how to catch some kingfish without buying an expensive rod and reel, and I thought a hand line would be the perfect way to catch kingfish. So I did some research and I made up this hand line here. You guys can see this braid here. This is corded braid. It's corded braid. I've got two different strains of braid on there. I've got 250 kilo breaking strain. I've got about, I don't know, maybe 30-40 meters of that, which is this thicker one here, 250 kilo breaking strain. Then I've got it down to 150 kilo breaking strain. I did a uni knot, a double uni knot. 250 down to 150 breaking strain. And I've got a 200-pound nylon trace. This is about maybe 10 meters long, maybe a bit longer. 200-pound nylon trace. So nice big live bait hook on there. I have a crimping machine, I crimp it. Big huge live bait hook. I have here the joiner here between my nylon here and my braid. It's a joiner on there. Now I made this up because I thought catching a kingfish with a hand line would be a lot of fun. And the reason why I used a corded braid, I thought it'd be a lot easier to wind in a kingfish if I had my hand on braid rather than the nylon. When I was first using it, I had gloves on and the braid was supposed to be a lot easier to hold on to, and then the nylon, which is normally harder to hold on to. So that's the main reason why I got this corded braid. I bought this here at Place Makers when I was working there in about 2006, 2007. It's a really good hand line. This corded braid here probably isn't really that good. I wouldn't use this on a rocky ledge. I find this quite hard to work at the motu because this braid here just sinks to the bottom and then it gets covered with rocks and stuff and does get tangled up. It's quite a heavy line. Even though you've seen this catch some fish, and I can guarantee you that if you were to put a live bait onto this hook and tie the other end to a big tree like over here, that kingfish would never ever get off that line. That line is so strong. Reason why I got it was because it was 250 kilo breaking strain, and it's like there's no way would that line snap with a big kingfish on it. There's no way. That is so strong. When you get a fish on this hook, as you guys have seen in my videos, when you get a fish on here on the hand line, once you get that fish turned around on a plane, having it face towards you and you're winding in like this, there's no way can that fish turn around and head out. Whereas if you hit a rod and reel, when that fish turns and heads out, you watch all your line just disappear, and if you don't have enough strong line on your reel, you'll lose your fish and all your line. So when I go to the motu, there are big kingfish up there, you know, 35 kilo plus kingfish. Once you get on that plane and get its head turned, it's going nowhere. You just pull it in like this, that fish is going to go nowhere but towards you. And the fish that I've caught on this so far, you don't even know it's even on your line. That's how easy it is to bring it in. Right, so that's this hand line. So you've seen my videos on my kingfish catching. I got a big 27.8 kilo one. I got that one before I was doing YouTube videos. I got a 22 kilo one with my cousin. One of my cousins up there the following year, which I did a YouTube video on, which is a not good quality one. Then we did one with Haitian and Mark from Fishing Reminder, and we've got a nice big kingfish on there with some awesome footage that we shot. 4 cameras, 3 cameras and a drone. What an awesome day. And Haitian pulled most of that fish in, easy as. You guys saw that video. So this is my hand line. You guys wanted to see my hand line, so I'll show it to you. Now I'll probably recommend for you guys, if you're going to do a hand line, is to just maybe, you can probably try the braid if you want to. It's quite expensive. I'm not sure what the price was because I bought it in about 2006 or 7, somewhere around there. But you can probably still buy it if you want to. It's not too bad. It's good off the sandy beaches, but it does sink, doesn't float. I thought about putting bed-like floats to keep the line off the bottom, so it does get a bit tangled up on the bottom. So I would probably recommend for you guys, if you want to do a hand line, maybe just to buy this nylon. Maybe get 250 kilo breaking strain nylon, then maybe bring it down to 200 kilo or 200 pound breaking strain, which is pretty strong. Like sharks will bite through that, but kingfish won't break that. And you might be better off just using nylon. Nylon will float better, and if you want to put gloves on, you can put some gloves on, but I found that you don't really need gloves, because you see that fish take the live bait and all that splashing out there, and you see the kingfish tail out of the water. And my hand line here is from my father-in-law's old hand line off his boat. When he passed away, I just recycled it. It's a pretty old one, but it does the job. Any old hand line, cheap hand line, you catch big kingfish with it, but you need to catch kahawai to put on there. Anyway, hope this tells you guys a bit about my hand line that you guys want to know about. It doesn't get any better than that for catching kingfish with. Big live bait hook, big kahawai. Doesn't matter what size kahawai, big kahawai, you'll get big kingfish. And I tell you, a lot of fun bringing those in, and you can bring them in a matter of minutes, not like a rod and reel, which you can spend ages trying to bring in, especially when it's coming along the beach. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. Rubber's behind me. There's some holes down here. We're gonna have a quick cast with the rod, put the GoPro harness on, have a quick cast. Anyway, this is my hand line. We're just going to do a thumbnail with Rubber. Rubber, come here, girl. Rubber, stay. A lot of weed.